All right, all right, all right. What's happening, guys? Yours truly here, Xavier Smith, aka Coach X. You know the one. I've got many names, but only one mission. I've been sent here to impact, inspire, and improve the lives of others on a daily basis. But today, I get to do it with a friend. Woohoo! If you stay with us, you're going to get to have a conversation between us because Sandra we're going to just sit down and have a conversation with each other. And if you're into stuff like knowing what it's like to be vegan and eating more plants, then you definitely want to stay tuned. So let's just do that. Be right back at you. All righty, all righty. What's happening, guys? Thank you for watching in, tuning in. My name is Xavier Smith. I'm your host, and today I have with me a good friend of mine, Sandra Cotto. So, what's happening, Sandra? How you doing?
How's it going? I'm feeling fantastic. I'm fired up. I just got back from the gym and had a kick-ass workout, and I'm ready to rock and roll with you.
Nice. That's what I'm talking about. You know what? I think that deserves a little bit of celebration.
I love it. I love it.
That is awesome. Okay, so Sandra, we've met. Tell everybody for context. Tell everybody where we met, when we met, and let's just have that conversation real quick.
Yeah, well, Xavier and I met, I guess it's been about 3 years already now.
Mhm.
We both attended the Integrative Institute for Nutrition, right? IIN.
Yep.
And we, part of our schoolwork was to practice, with our fellow peers who was, going to school with us. And of course, Xavier was one of those people, and I reached out and we connected. It's amazing that we have this world of technology that we can do that with people from all over the world.
Right.
And we just clicked, we just were like, okay, yeah, this is my people. And it's been 3 years now, and it's great to watch you grow, both of us evolving into, what we're meant to do, what our true Dharma is. And of course, yours is providing excellent solutions.
I love that. Love that. It's so funny you mentioned Dharma because I was just watching a video that had Oprah in it, and she was, talking about some of the struggles that she had went through, but she used the word Dharma. So we'll have to get into a little bit of that towards the end of the show. So, Sandra, let's talk a little bit about who you are, because you represent. I think I wanted to say you are now the vegan goddess over there in Florida, teaching people, educating people on what it's like to live a more plant-based lifestyle. So let's talk a little bit about that. How did you get there?
Yeah, so my journey to plant-based, vegan lifestyle really started about 7 years ago when a friend of mine asked me to join her on a 21-day raw vegan cleanse. She said, hey, listen, I'm going to do this spring cleaning for my body, and I wanted to know if you wanted to join me. So I love the sound of, when she said a spring cleaning for her body, I was like, that sounds really interesting. So we went to find out what it was all about. And I decided to go ahead and do it with her. And basically it was 21 days of, no meat, no dairy. It was very strict. No grains, no nuts, no seeds, no alcohol, no caffeine, no oils at all whatsoever. It was just raw fruits and vegetables for 21 days. And what really attracted me to do the program was, the fact that the person who was leading the program said, I think it would really help with your allergies and asthma, which is something I have been suffering with for quite a few years. I was on 4 daily medications, 2 inhalers, a nasal spray, and allergy pill every day. Needless to say, I had 2 sinus surgeries. I had tubes put in my ears. I was taking all these medications, and I was still feeling all the effects of the allergies and the asthma. And so she said, I think it'll kind of help clear up a little bit. So I did the 21 days. at the end of the 21 days, I felt fantastic. I had like lots of energy. My skin was glowing. I had lost like 12 pounds, even though that was not really the goal of it. But when you're eating raw for 21 days, you go from a radical change from not so much the standard American diet, but yeah, I didn't have the cleanest diet at the time. Going to eating raw foods for 21 days, your body's like doing a complete detox. And it was the first time in a while that I was able to smell and taste my food after those 21 days. So that right there just blew me away. I said to myself, wow, if I'm experiencing these changes within myself in only 21 days, I could imagine what it would be like if I adopted this lifestyle over a longer period of time. And that's exactly what I decided to do. I said, you know what? I'm not going back to the meat and dairy. I did eat fish for a little bit for the first, I would say about maybe 4 months after doing the cleanse or the detox. And then I watched a documentary called Cowspiracy, and they were talking about, the fishing industry and the farm fish and the runoff, from the land into the ocean. And, I was just like, you know what, I'm going to give up the fish too. And from that point on, I decided I was just going to be vegan, and mainly really focus. And I want to stress this because I'm vegan, but I also focus on a whole food, plant-based diet, right? So I mix the two together because you can be a whole food, eat whole foods, but you can also eat, meat and other things like fish as well. You could be vegan, right, and not eat any animal products, but yet maybe it's not a healthy lifestyle because there's a lot of vegan, products out there, a lot of vegan foods out there that are not necessarily healthy for you. So I really like to focus on eating a whole food vegan diet.
Awesome. Beautiful. Well, thank you for that, Sandra, because that is something I just learned about you that I didn't know, with the surgeries and the tubes and stuff. That is crazy.
I know I'm telling you, it's been a heck of a journey, and I'm still working through some things, so I, was able to wean myself off of the 4 medications over a period of time. And then I still do have my, troubles every now and again, right? If I get a cold or if I get sick, sometimes it'll make it a little bit worse. So, I'm still navigating the waters, but I have to say I'm so much better because I'm not taking all those medications every day, and I only take them when I need it.
Nice. Okay. Good. Hey, you know what? Let's pause for a moment. I think we got a couple of comments for here. Oh, my guy. This is my guy, Johnny Mock.
Hey, John.
Sandra, happy Friday. He wishes us a happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, right?
Friday.
Yes. Hey, I appreciate you, Johnny, for tuning in and stopping by and saying hi. Much love for you here and all your days forward. So back to you, Sandra. We talked a little bit about who you are and how you got here. What is your main mission? What is your true desire for not only yourself, but maybe some of the people that might come across your path that you would like to help?
So it's kind of two things. My main, mission really is to teach people how to eat healthier, how to add more plants to their diet, right? More of a plant-based vegan diet. I'm not so much advocating that you can't have, any animal product at all, because everybody has to really figure out what works well for their body. But we can never go wrong when we add more plants, more vegetables to our diet, right? And eat healthier. Learn really how to make good choices or better choices. How do I choose one over the other? Learning how to read, going out when you go shopping and being really an informed consumer, right? To know what you're getting, that you're eating cleaner products. If you can go organic as much as possible to do that. So, really, and teaching people that eating plant-based and, going vegan is really not as hard as people think it is. It's really, really simple. I actually have a program where I teach people how, it's an introduction to plant-based eating, how really delicious, easy recipes that you can make in 30 minutes or less that you and your family are going to enjoy. It's not only delicious, it's not only good for you, but it's easy. And so that you don't have to spend hours in the kitchen making a meal, because we're all busy, right? We don't have time sometimes to make this full meal. We've all got busy lives, but be able to get in the kitchen, eat something, relatively quickly, and that it's healthy and it tastes good for you as well. So that's one of my main missions, is really teaching people that yes, there are plant foods that you can eat that are delicious, and that being plant-based and vegan is not just eating salads. There's so much more to it, right?
Right.
And then, the second part, what I'm kind of evolving into, and I'm actually writing my next program right now, is really working with the women in her 40s and 50s, who, of course, I feel that the foundation to health, right, starts with eating good food, right? And then there's so much that goes into that, right? Whether it's, our exercise, our relationships, are we happy in our career? But really helping the woman in her 40s and 50s to kind of recreate herself. Maybe she's been, married, and now she finds herself as a single woman. She cared for her family, and now, she's like, well, what do I do now? I've got, I'm in this new lifestyle, and how do I how do I get back that true, right, what my soul is calling me to do, and that I get to be the person who goes out and has a fulfilled life, right, in all different areas. So really helping that woman see her true beauty and really transforming from the inside out.
Oh my gosh, that sounds so good. I'm not a woman, but it makes me feel good anyway. Awesome. Yeah. Well, we're going to take another pause because we got another comment.
All right.
Boom. Okay, Nancy, I totally agree. This is a way, there's a right way and a wrong way to go vegan. Enjoying the content so far. I just was scrolling by and decided to see what the conversation was about. Also a nutrition nerd, and as a consequence of having Crohn's disease. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is perfect. Thank you so much,
Nancy. Thank you, Nancy. Yes. I'm glad you stopped by.
Yes, and I say that with so much passion because I just came from seeing her in person. Right now, this is going to be a perfect segue because I got a on-the-spot question for you later, but I'm not telling you right now, Sandra.
Okay.
Just so you know, she was in my networking group. She's a member, but knowing now, I just found out another fact or little piece of the puzzle about her with Crohn's disease. So I think we can both lock arms and help her out with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So that's so good that she dropped by. So I'm so thankful for you right there, Nancy, for doing that. So we're going to get into that. Now, the next question covers the where. Where are you geographically in this great space and on this beautiful continent or this globe that we call Earth?
Yes, I am in South Florida. I'm in the Fort Lauderdale area. So the East Coast of Florida, South.
Okay, gotcha.
The Sunshine State.
Oh, man. I got to say, being in the desert, sometimes when I see your photos, I'm like, my mouth drools. I'm like, oh, my God. That beach looks so inviting,
Yeah, I'm telling you, it is my dream come true. I just bought a condo literally on the beach. It was a dream that I had. I manifested that in one way or another. Never was quite sure, if that was going to be possible, right? And this is where where mindset is so important because if you can dream it, you can do it, right? Like Walt Disney says. And so here I am living my best life in my dream home on the beach. Yes, I am so fulfilled and I'm so full of gratitude and super, super happy.
Love that. Love that. Okay. So we covered a little bit about the who you are. Mm-hmm. We covered some of the what it is that you do. Now, let's talk a little bit about your practical solutions right now, because you are still you're on the fence between going completely solo and still working a regular job, right? Is that
right? Yeah. So I still have my corporate job that I've been at for 16 years. It's been great. It's been good to me. But my true passion is doing this, right? Leading people, helping people who want to transition to a healthier lifestyle all around, right? Whatever your choices are. And I want to make this my full-time job. So you got to work it, you got to hustle the side. This is the side hustle right now. Nice. But my dream is to make it, and it will happen. Yeah. All in divine timing, all in right timing, where I will get to the point where I can leave the corporate job and actually do this full time and help more people when I do it full time. So
I love that. Love that. Because if I have anything to do with it, I love to play a small part in helping that vision come true, because since we've met in school, it's been, just fun to see each other grow.
Right.
I got a bunch of ideas that get downloaded. And so it's so funny because you know how us humans, we want to do everything all at once. But I've learned now that it's okay to chew on it a little bit and just release one idea after another,
Right. Yeah.
allow it to build until you get what you want. So I celebrate you and lock arms with you in everything that you got going forward. So
Yeah, no, well, I appreciate you having me on, and I love to be able to collaborate, right? So that way we can support each other. You know, you expose me to your audience, and then I get to expose you to my audience, and who knows, right? The whole
yeah.
point is, and I know you're out to serve the client the best way as possible with excellent solutions. So I'm all about that.
Well, it's so funny you mentioned that because I'm broadcasting simultaneously on my YouTube channel. We're broadcasting live right in my group as we speak.
Oh, all right.
And I'm on my Facebook personal page right now.
Okay.
So 3 locations. So we want to give you as much exposure as possible because we know you have the heart of a servant as well. So there's that.
Thank you.
Okay, so moving right along, let's go into your reason why. I know you probably believe that because we're breathing, there's a darn good reason for it. So you're tapped into your purpose, but why now, Sandra? Why do you want to do this now?
Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, the journey that I've been on has been an amazing journey, right? You know, through all the ups and downs, as we're going through our journey, we're learning, we're evolving, and I know that this is, I mean, it has to happen now, right? There's so many people out there, especially in the times that we're in, right, with everything that's been going on with with the V and. So even more now, it's so important for people to really take responsibility for their immune system. And I truly believe that the first, foundational part of it is, right, eating really good foods, making sure you're getting enough sleep. Are you drinking good, clean, quality water? Are you having really good relationships, right? Are you getting vitamin D? Are you outside? Are you eating, whole foods from the earth, right? This is the best way we can, what's the word I want to say? Like our shield, right? Against whatever is out there, whatever illnesses may be out there. And so we get to take responsibility for that, right? So that we can be our best selves. And I know that, in this time that we're in, there's a lot of fear and people become stagnant because of fear. And this is really the time where you get to really dig down deep and really think about what is important to me. Because if we don't have our health, what do we have, right? We cannot serve others. We cannot show up as our best selves if we have not filled up our cup first, right? So it starts with us, right? Yeah. It starts within. Let me see how I can show up differently. I can be my best self because we're a collective. And when I do well and I put that out into the universe, other people get to do well, right? And so it's not just one, we are a sum of all the parts. So we want to be able to put all that out there.
Yes, I love this. And check this out. This is what Nancy says. Amen, sister. Immune systems are so important.
It is. It's really, really true. Whether it's, and obviously there's supplements out there that you can take as well, which is great because that's an additional, right? That's your arsenal of things that you can use to help you, right? Mm-hmm. For instance, Xavier, you exposed me to Mary Roots, right? Which is the liquid vitamins. And I, had kind of heard of it in the past, but really didn't know much about it. And I went ahead, you introduced me, I bought them and I love them, right? And they have a great range of products. Yes. Everything, what I love, of course, because it's vegan, it's non-GMO, it's gluten-free, it's, doesn't have all these fillers and all this fake stuff in there. And it's liquid vitamins. So it's great. I love it.
That's what I'm talking about. See, now I have a lot of them. So just let that be known. I have a lot of, I call them Xisms. And one of them is such like when I get in front of the people, or if I have an opportunity to, speak when anyone is listening, it's always with the intent of delivering them to a higher place. So the reason I the company was named Excellent Solutions is because I wanted to be that guy that would be able to point people to solutions, whether I own them or not. And so
Mhm.
that kind of fell right into place simply because I listened, I connected with you, I saw where you were, saw where you like to go, and then I was like, hey, maybe this could be a solution. The introduction was made, you took it over, and boom, we have a solution in front of you.
Mhm.
So that's kind of how I like to live. I was telling someone the other day when they asked for my introduction, I was like, well, simple. It's simple. I like to listen. Then I go back to the table and come back to the table with solutions. So I try to keep it as simple as possible. So I appreciate people like you who were at least open to the introduction, and now you can keep your train moving forward.
Yes,
Right?
absolutely.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so this is good. So you had mentioned something. Oh, let's talk about your workout. You said you had a kick-ass workout. What did
Yes,
you do?
I did. I went to the gym today, and I'm kind of easing back in because I took a little break from the gym for a few days, and I went back in. But actually, I did a little bit of lower body. So I did some barbell back squats. I did some barbell reverse lunges. I did some leg presses. I did some goblet squats. I always do abs. I do abs every day when I go into the gym, or anytime I'm in the gym, I do abs. So I usually start my workout with abs, which is kind of like my warm up. And then I love working out lower body, but usually I'll do, legs and glutes will be the first thing that I do. And then what else did I do today? I added on just dumbbell lateral side raises.
Nice.
And then I did some upright rows with the straight bar. Yeah. Yeah. So I was like sweating. I was like, whoo, whenever I do, especially lower body, when I'm doing squats and I'm holding the bar, that is when I get I was like dripping wet. I love it. And it's like, I feel energized, when I sweat, I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
Somebody always says, when you sweat, that's,
mediocrity leaving the body, or pain leaving the body.
Yeah, it's like crying fat leaving the body or something like that.
Yeah, I get it. Love that though.
Yeah.
But now you're being kind of modest too, because I want you to tell the audience about your stint with didn't you do like a competition style?
I did a bikini competition just this past June 26th, the very first one I've ever done in my life at the age of 51. And my story, just a quick backstory with that, was I was supposed to actually do it. My whole goal for doing this show, it was kind of a dream of mine that I had a long time ago. I said, "Ooh, that would be so cool," but I could never do that. When I was getting ready to turn 50, I was like, all right, what can I do for my 50th birthday that would be really special, something that I could really work towards? And I wanted my body to be in the best shape that it could be in at that age. And so I decided to embark on this, doing this competition. I had never really worked out in the gym before that. So I actually hired a coach to train me and show me how to work the machines and, what I needed to do. There's a lot that goes into doing a competition. I feel like it's almost kind of like a job in itself. It really is. You've got to track everything. Anyway, I was supposed to do it in March of 2020. The week that the country shut down was the week of my show. So it got canceled. So didn't get a chance to do it in 2020, all through COVID. 2021 came. Meanwhile, in that time frame, in COVID time frame, I kind of lost my routine. I wasn't going to the gym. I put on 25 pounds. Okay. After I was at my lowest weight in March of 2020. I'm getting my years mixed up. 2020. I put on 25 pounds all through COVID. And then my former coach, reaches out to me in January of 2021 and says, "Hey, we're doing the show in June. Do you want to do the show?" I was like, "What? I put on 25 pounds. How am I going to be ready in a few months to get on stage, So he's like, "Come on, you could work hard. You could do it." So I was like, "You know what, Sandra, you're not getting any younger." I was already 51. And I'm like, let me do this now while I can. So I worked out real hard in the gym. And believe me, I had my breakdowns during that time frame because I was like, I don't think I'm ready to get on stage. I feel like my legs are still this. I still have that. There's cellulite on the back of my legs. I'm not going to be. I was having all these kind of issues, body issues. Meanwhile, you're getting on stage. in front of judges who are critiquing every part of your body. And you're also competing against girls who are in their 20s and 30s, you know. Meanwhile, I'm 51 years old. Of course, we have our categories. But anyway, I was going through this whole thing, like, I don't know if I should do it. Maybe I should push it out. And I had a conversation with my coach, and he's like, listen, this is your journey. You are not doing it to win first place, to get a pro card. You're doing it for you because you had a goal that you set. And I said, you know what? You're absolutely right. And I knew that I wanted to finish what I started, because I started it back in late 2019 to get on stage. And I said, Sandra, this is the time to do it. Doesn't matter where you're at. It's your journey. You get to sit there and just have fun with it and strut your stuff, and whatever will be, will be. My win was just getting on that stage, you know? So it was amazing. It was a wonderful experience. I would definitely like to do another show again in the future, maybe in 2022. So that's why I continue to work out and get in the gym. But that was a really huge accomplishment for me. I'm really proud of myself for being, you know, having the courage to step on stage and just do what I had to do. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Well, you answered my next question. Would you do it again? So that
yeah, you know, it's like you do it, you get like kind of like an adrenaline rush, you know, and then once you get like your hair and your makeup, you know, they do the spray tan, you have this beautiful, you know, bathing suit, you know, that with all these, you know, crystals and stuff, and you really feel like $1 million once you put all that stuff on. So you're like, okay, I kind of like this, you know. I'm like, yeah, I could do this. I could do this. Yeah. So afterward, I was like, yeah, I want to do another show. But I mean, it's great. It's a lot of fun. It is definitely a lot of work. I mean, when you commit to doing something like that, it's very precise. I mean, it's down to a science in terms of the food, the protein, right? So your macros, your carbs, your fat, and your protein is so important. And then working out, you know what I mean? Having your refeed days, and yeah, it's definitely. But it was all worth it. It was a lot of fun, and I made some new friends from it. I made some really beautiful friends, and so that was, to me, was amazing.
I love it.
Yeah,
beautiful. Okay, now Sandra, it's time for the hot seat question.
Okay,
couple of questions. Number one, are you into or familiar with networking?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Number two is, and I think you already know the answer, but would you be open to me introducing you to our Centersphere network? Because we do happen to be in Florida too.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I would love to.
Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Because this show is not about that, but there is an opportunity for you to join, and you can become an independent, which means you're not tied down to a single chapter.
Right.
You can network and connect with even more friends, because we are, I think I wrote down some notes. We're in 20 states now.
Okay.
The goal is to be in all 50.
Right.
So we definitely can't do that without beautiful people like you.
I look forward to it.
Yes. So more on that later. But now that I got the green light, the train will move forward on that too.
Yes.
Yes. So tell us something that hardly anybody else knows about you on the personal side.
Something that hardly anybody knows. Oh, goodness. That's always a good question, because you think, what is it that nobody knows?
Now you can even talk about, I think, because your son is he in town, or is he still out of town?
No, he lives on the west coast of Florida. He graduated college and he decided to stay where his college was, and he's on his own, doing his own thing, creating his own business.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Something that somebody would know. Actually, I rode in a military helicopter in England over 25 years ago. My very first experience it's called an MH350. I think it was MH350 is what it was called. Okay. And this was back in the days when, I was married. My ex was military. Gotcha. And all the military wives got an opportunity to go on this MH350 helicopter ride. And so we had the greens and everything. Just a quick story with that. And I guess the tradition with the pilots when they go up is they would eat those red hots candy. They're like the big balls, like what do they call them? Like jawbreakers, like candy. They're called Red Hots. They're like spicy.
Yeah.
So we all got one of those. That was a tradition that the pilots do. So we were going to do the same thing. We get up in the air. We're all hooked in, because the helicopter is all open, and you get to see. I was living in England at the time. We were stationed there for 5 years.
Wow.
And so we got to see all of England in the helicopter. But of course, I was the only military wife who was throwing up on the side of the helicopter because I was like, oh my God, my stomach was just not having it. I was excited to be there, but it was so embarrassing. I was like, we got a military wife over here. She's they're like, just throw up outside the door.
Wow.
So that was an experience. So not many people know that about me.
Yeah. And that was a first for me. So thank you. I appreciate that. That is awesome. All right, we're at 30 minutes, Sandra, and right now I want to reserve this time to let people know where could they get a hold of you, because I put the link to your Facebook profile in the description, but is there any other place that people can find you?
So on Facebook, so I have my personal page. Then I also have my business page, which is called Green Goddess Lifestyle. And then I have a private group called Your New Vegan Lifestyle for anybody who wants to come in and learn a little bit more about plant-based eating. I go live in there. I share information. And then I'm also very active on Instagram at Sandra Cotto Coach. I post my workouts. I post, food. That's where I post, and on all these platforms, I post about my 21-day plant power challenge, which is starting up again on November 1st, which is the last one of the year and could possibly be the last one that I do live, because my plan is to turn it into an online course so people can do it at their own pace. But it's a lot of fun, and I get in there. We do coaching, we do cooking demos. But yes, on all those two platforms, Facebook and Instagram are my main ones.
Perfect, guys. So here's what I want you to do. Click that link in the description box if you are so inclined, so you can connect with Sandra, the vegan goddess. I like that. So
yeah, and Xavier, if you want, I can give you the link if anyone's interested in learning about the 21-day plant power challenge. I have a link that they can click, and it gives them all the information. If it's something that they're interested in, we'd love to have them.
Yeah, for sure. Let me see. I got a comment that just came through. Oh, yes. Nancy says, thank you. I will go and follow. Thank you so much.
All right, great. Thanks, Nancy. All right, sounds great.
Yeah. I'm going to do one more thing just to make sure I can. What's the link, or can I write it out right now, or?
Let me see. I can probably send you. Can I send you the link on?
Yep.
Hold on one second. Let me see. Let me put it up. I mean, I can read it to you if you want. It's yournewveganlifestyle.com. Yournewveganlifestyle altogether.com /21 day or 21-day challenge /.
Okay. Boom.
yournewveganlifestyle.com /21-day challenge /.
Okay. Let me just do this real quick. I'm going to leave it all up. Take the scroll off. Save. Boom. Right there. yournewveganlifestyle.com /21-day challenge /.
Yes.
Boom.
All right, awesome. I've got another call at 4:30, so I thank you so much for having me on.
Hey, guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for dropping your comments and your love. And I want to remind you, it is all right to be right where you are. But here's the question you want to ask yourself. Why be mediocre when you can be excellent? Thanks for stopping by, Sandra.
I love it. Thank you. You're awesome.
All right, champ. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.